The love that a lot of us are seeking is not the type of love that we actually need. It's a distorted version based on the stuff that has happened to us, the traumas, the past, the hurt and pain. It's a distorted version of love that we think that we need. And someone comes into our lives inevitably and represent that distortion to us. And then instead of immediately releasing them and telling God or the universe, hey, I need something better than this, we hold on to this out of lack and familiarity. And we're like, okay, I'm going to figure out how to work with this. I'm going to figure out how to heal them. I'm going to figure out how to heal myself while I'm being damaged and harmed by the other person. So, because my form of love means that it has to be difficult and that I'm going to stick and be devoted to difficulty. It's not that I'm devoted to the person. I'm devoted to the difficulty that comes with this person that is attached to my past. And I'm making this video because a lot of us don't understand the concept of what real love looks like because we haven't had that modeled for us throughout our lives. We are so used in our childhood with parents and people around us of love being very chaotic, it being untrustworthy, it being like, very up and down, like a roller coaster. And we addicted to that chaotic type of love through watching it so much. And a lot of the times people will say that, if love isn't chaotic or the relationship isn't chaotic, then it's boring. If I'm with someone that's too good and too healthy, it's boring. It's too calm. There needs to be something going wrong. And all that is that you are stepping into the unknown and this is now uncomfortable for you. But a lot of the things that are at first uncomfortable is the thing that's actually the medicine for our soul. So if you think that stepping in and being around somebody who's a little too calm and a little too healthy is boring, that's just showing a distortion within you where you need to seek out something hazardous. See, chaotic love is more like stimulating to the mind. It's like arousal. It's that dopamine, it's that fight or flight. It's that mode that you're in where you feel like, okay, like it's up and down, it's wishy-washy, it lacks stability, but for some reason I'm attracted to this, and for some reason this is like fun or interesting to my mind. But what you also have to understand is that your mind is always playing tricks on you. You think that you love this person, but you don't really love them. You just love the arousal that your brain is going through. It's interesting to you. See, when our brain is like in an environment of something that's difficult, it can be arousing to the brain actually, because it's like being in a video game. It's like solving a puzzle. When you solve a puzzle, it's difficult and at first it kind of irritates your mind a little bit, but it's arousing because you want to find a solution to this or you want to be a part of it to see how it's going to end up. And that's just arousal. That's just dopamine. That's just some excitement. But that's not real love. Real love is pleasant. It is calming. It is sometimes boring. It's peaceful. And it's that peace that you think is actually boring. And healthy love can actually be really, really fun from the right person. But people don't know how to get that excitement from someone that's actually healthy and stable. And they just seek that arousal constantly, even though this person is hazardous. And I want you to keep in mind that someone can really love you, actually love you, and tell you that, but they still might not be the person that you need to love you. They are not that person that needs to truly give you what you need, because love is a medicine. I think that's what a lot of people don't understand. All of us as humans, a lot of the reasons why we have people that are committing murders and robbing people and doing this and doing that, it is a lack of love. When you're truly tapped into love in a higher vibration, you just don't do certain things. You just don't do it. It's not part of your DNA to do. Your brain won't even function to allow yourself to do that action. And these people may actually love you, but they're not giving you the right type of love that you need, okay? Because everybody needs something different and everybody needs it a certain way. And certain things are just basic. It's basic to just be treated correctly. It's basic to have good communication. It's basic for the person to spend time with you. It's basic for the person to be honest with you. It's basic for the person to be a supportive of your dreams and your goals. It's basic for a person to apologize when they've done something wrong. Those are basic fundamentals of love. And Stepping outside of that, that's when you're really in a dangerous situation. When it comes to me, I had a relationship with someone that I really, really did care about. And he was very pleasant at the start and was very calm at the start. It was very fun at the start. But as it went along, I noticed that I started to question myself on what can I expect from him. So like his personality completely changed where it more became everything was about him and what he wanted. And it was more about, me having to do everything for him. And it created this chaos within me and in this relationship because it became all about him. Instead of it being calming for me, it became me questioning myself because I feel like I'm not enough to please what he wants now. Because he wants all these things, I'm supposed to change and be this person. And I'm supposed to adhere to everything that you want. And that's sometimes fine to give in a relationship. But the fact that I wasn't receiving that back when I was asking for something from him was creating this discord and this imbalance. And not knowing what to expect from him, not knowing if me talking about how I feel is going to go good or bad is concerning. Because sometimes it did go good. I would tell him how I feel and it went good. But a lot of times it went bad. But not being sure of that is not a good sign. Not being sure if the person's going to stay with you or not is not a good sign. Just being confused and just not feeling grounded in the relationship is not a good sign. So for me, I stuck with that for a while, I'm used to a lot of people around me, they go through their relationships and it being rough for them. So I was like, okay, I'll just stick around. And even when we did break up, I still stuck around with them as their friend because I felt like, okay, even though you are distorted and have some issues, I'm going to stick around because you know what? Maybe with time, you'll be better. But that's the biggest lie that we tell ourselves, that with time, they will be better. So as the relationship went on, even as a friend, situations still happen that were chaotic, even as a friend, and manipulative. And maybe I'll go into detail in another video, but that pattern even continued with me still dealing with them. It has nothing to do with are we romantic, are we together, or are we just friends? If someone's distorted, it's going to pour through, whether they're your friend or lover. And if you know that you have a pattern of choosing broken partners, you have to first go within yourself and understand there's something inside of you that's broken or distorted. And you have to understand that while you're in that version of yourself still, the universe is going to pull out all of your next situations in life, your challenges in life, all the experiences that you're going to have in life will be pulled out of the version of yourself that is broken. It's not going to be pulled out of the healed, powerful version of you and you attracting healed and powerful situations. No, you're going to attract broken situations. And what I mean by that is because you're attracted to this distorted love, you're in these relationships and friendships that are distorted, you're going to attract a distorted financial experience. You won't have the money coming in that you want, the jobs coming in that you want. You won't have the opportunities that you think that you want. And there's a correlation to this. That vibration that you're giving off of I want to attract the lowest part of people can also translate to your finances. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. Being in the broken relationship can mess up your money. It can mess up the opportunities because you're not in spiritual alignment. Being in spiritual alignment, certain opportunities will flow to you. Money's supposed to be occurring. It's supposed to flow. Situations should flow to you. But a big blockage to that can be your romance. It can be the way that you're around people that are lower vibrational and that vibration tampers with you. It affects you. It's like a disease. And that's why I'm saying that love and all and peace, these are medicines for your system and your life because this is what's going to heal you and going to make sure that you tap into the situations and opportunities that you're supposed to. And the way to really end this is to stop identifying with that broken part of you. Let that version of you rest. Let it die. And allow yourself to make conscious decisions because really who you are, who everybody is based on their decisions. It's not, a lot of it can be internal, but what I'm saying is it's based on your decisions. The way people are going to view you in life is based on the decisions that you make. They can't see the inside of you. So based on your expression, that's what people know about you. Part of your expression is your decision making. So if you're choosing these bad things and making bad decisions as far as who you love and who you're around, that is the expression of who you are. So you have to make different decisions if you don't want to identify as that broken version of you anymore. That broken version of you with a distorted lens makes bad decisions. So now, to completely change that person, you have to focus on the decisions that you're repeatedly making and make different decisions that are healthier for you. And instead of asking God or the universe, why do they keep hurting me? I need you to ask, why am I attached to something that is harming me? Because you would run from a zombie. You would run from a ghost in your house. You would run if there was a natural disaster, an earthquake, a hurricane, or a tornado. You would run from that. You would run from a murderer, a shooter. You would be scared of these things, right? You should be you should be scared and in a panic when people around you are in this energy of brokenness. You should evade and avoid those people and remove them, because you're like, oh my God, this is harmful to me on a spiritual and emotional level. But since these things are intangible, your emotions and your spiritual level, your energy, people don't care. They're just like, you know what? I'm going to let this person mess me up a little bit, but I'm going to stay here because it's familiar. But you're not realizing that this is a harm on you. This is an attack. Just like somebody physically attacking you, somebody being broken in this relationship, mistreating you, is a spiritual attack, an emotional attack. This is messing up your finances, your connection with the creator. It's messing up everything. It's taking you off your path, which is the whole reason we're on this planet. So if you're not on your path, not in your purpose, you're just wasting time here. You really are. And you know that you're changing and starting to remove that broken version of you when you step into relationships, and this can be friendships too, that feel unfamiliar, or it's the unknown, or you're a little bit uncomfortable because it's different. If you're experiencing different, most likely you are experiencing the opposite of that brokenness and that chaos and just the ghetto-ness. You're experiencing something better. So if it's a little unknown and you're curious about what's going on and what this person is, and it's not immediately familiar, that's how you know something's different here. And also, if you feel like you go to sleep at night in peace and you're not questioning and things are very clear, you have clarity in your mind, things are very clear, then you know you're in the right space. When you feel safe, that is another thing. You don't feel this up and down, lack of stability, confusion. You feel like steady. That's how you know you're in the right place. When you feel safe and you're stable. And you can even feel at first, like I said, it's a little unfamiliar, but these are all ways to know that you're in the right place with the right people. And just to reiterate, calm love, real love is pleasant, it's calming, it's healing, it's fun, you enjoy it. It requires work, but for the most part, it's pleasant and you enjoy it. Chaotic love, brokenness, feels unsafe. You feel dopamine hits. It's really exciting one day, then the next day it's terrible. That is more chaotic love. You feel unsafe and you're not clear about yourself. The relationship starts to make you question who the hell you are. That's how you know it's a chaotic type of love. And being able to distinguish between these two with everybody in your life is very important, because if you heard what I just said and you feel like a relationship around you is chaotic love, you're in danger. You are in danger. Spiritually and emotionally and mentally, you are in danger. And inevitably, this person is going to bring you down lower than both of you already are. Your vibration about to be lower. They're going to find a way to drag you to hell, the seventh layer of hell, the seventh ring, the seventh realm of hell. They're going to drag you down that far. And it might take longer for you to recover from that. So the longer that you let this go on, might be as long as the recovery process from it. So just allow yourself to make the decision now so that you can move on faster. Okay? So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. It made you think about your relationships. And I will see you guys in the next video. See you later.